How much would a potential bonus raise increase monthly benefits to Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA benefits? I have all the details for you in this video. Let's get right into it. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as all of this information continues to change so incredibly fast right now, especially as Congress continues to work their way through all of these packages, proposals, amendments, announcements, reform, and so many other things that they are currently working on right here, right now. But don't worry, I'm watching everything closely. I bring it to you in these short videos so that you can get the latest details hot off the wire as information is being released. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm here for you each and every day to help out in any way that I possibly can. So make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any updates going forward during this very, very busy time. All right, let's jump right into the video. All right, so just the other day, I was out in a separate video talking about some new information that I recently found, talking about a potential bonus raise for millions and millions of beneficiaries of all those benefits I mentioned at the beginning of the video during the middle of the year to help alleviate some of the pressures from all of this inflation that we are currently seeing right now. Inflation is very high. I don't think I need to remind any of us of that. We see it every time that you step out of your house. Anytime that you go out to buy literally anything right now, we are paying substantially more as a result of that. Well, according to this proposal and what I was finding, and as I discussed just the other day in that other video, they're potentially talking about coming out and giving these millions and millions of beneficiaries a potential bonus raise in the middle of the year to help offset the cost of living because of all of this inflation. Well, as I mentioned in that video, this report is actually suggesting a potential bonus of 1.6% in addition to what you already received this year earlier in January as a result of the cost of living adjustment, the 5.9%. However, I want to put some real numbers behind this and let you know what this would actually translate into in accordance with your actual monthly benefit. So, I do want to run through some numbers in this video. However, as I mentioned in the video just the other day, it's really not going to translate into much. I mean, realistically, 1.6% is not that much. Here's what's interesting about it. When I read through this information and I was reading through the articles on this stuff, I was kind of reminded of this saying. Again, this saying comes in many different forms, but essentially stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. That's it, literally like what's going on right now. I mean, seriously, we're going across and trying to pick up little dollars or little pennies here and there when realistically, a much bigger, longer-term solution needs to be put in place, like a big lump sum payment or maybe ongoing monthly checks of a substantial amount. These little couple dollars here and there really isn't going to cut it. Just like what we've been talking about recently as well, how they're trying to do all these different measures to alleviate gas prices. Again, saving 27 cents here and there is not really going to cut it. We need something more substantial. But anyway, we can get into that more in separate video. I'm just simply saying a couple dollars here and there is really not the solution that all of us are looking for. We're looking for something a little bit bigger, a couple $100 each and every month. But anyway, we can get into more details in that in a separate video. I don't want to get off on some rant here once again, but my point is I think all of us completely recognize what is going on here. We need something more substantial. Anyway, let's get into the numbers here. I want to lay this out for you. I did have some questions on that previous video saying, what would this actually translate into? A couple people putting their benefits down below and saying, okay, here's my benefit. Can you tell me how much I would get? So let me lay this out for you. Now I'm going to use some round numbers here to kind of give you some better estimates on this. Now again, everybody's benefit for the most part is different. However, I'll get you pretty close here. I mean, literally, it's going to be within like $1, okay? So let me just lay this out for you. All right, so if you are receiving currently a $600 benefit, again, I'm going to use round numbers here, but again, it's going to get you within about $1. So it's not really going to change all that much. All right, so if you're receiving a $600 benefit currently, applying a bonus raise of 1.6% would raise your benefit by $9 each and every month, from $600 to $609. So as you can see here, it's not really that much. $9 over the course of a month, it's not that much. You can see this right here, right? All right, let's keep going here. $700. If you're receiving a $700 benefit, applying a 1.6% bonus raise would give you an extra $11 each and every month. Again, nothing too substantial, but don't get me wrong, we want to be grateful for everything we're getting, but at the end of the day, $11 is not going to be like the difference between struggling and being like financially free, right? I think all of us can agree on that. Anyway, let's keep rolling. An $800 benefit. If you're receiving receiving an $800 benefit, again, applying a potential bonus raise of 1.6% would raise your benefits by $12 each and every month. All right, SSI. If you're receiving the maximum SSI benefit right now of $841, again, applying a potential 1.6% bonus raise would raise your benefit by $13 each and every month. All right, so again, $13 on your SSI benefit. Let me do the mental math on that. It would be $854. So basically, it'd go from $841 plus the $13 to $854. Again, it's a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit, but it's not that much, right? All right, let's keep going. A $900 benefit. If you're receiving $900 right now, applying a potential bonus raise of 1.6%, again, would raise your benefit by $14 each and every month. And lastly, if you're receiving a $1,000 benefit, applying that potential bonus raise of 1.6% would be a $16 per month raise. So, as you can see here with all these examples, whether you're receiving a $600 benefit or a $1,000 benefit, your raise would essentially be anywhere between about $9 and $16 each and every month. Now again, if you're receiving less than that or more than $1,000, then of course your benefit would be adjusted accordingly. However, these are the numbers that I calculated here for you. And again, this is going to get you within about $1, so it's very, very close. So anyway, as you can see here, as I said a minute ago, this would be nice. Don't get me wrong. It's very nice. It would be certainly nice for everybody. It would help out a little bit. But at the same time, like I said, it's not going to be the difference between, great, I can cover all my bills now on a month-by-month basis versus, I'm still struggling, It might get you what? What does $9 even buy anymore? I mean, seriously, $9, what does that get you? Like 2.5 gallons of gas these days? You know what I mean? It's not that much at the end of the day. $16, I mean, what's it going to get you? Maybe a pack of a few hamburgers? I mean, seriously, it's not going to be that much. So like I said in the video the other day, it's a nice gesture. It's a nice thought out there right now. It's a nice thing that could potentially be implemented. But again, at this time, it's just one of those things that's floating around out there, along with the other 800 other proposals that we've seen here. I mean, let's be real. If you've been watching the videos for any length of time now, I've been back on a very regular basis coming out saying, here's yet again another great idea, another proposal that they're floating around right now to try to help the low income and the fixed income. But as we continue to say so many times now, it's not the little pennies. It's not the $1 here, the $4 there, the $13 there. It's not these things that are really going to be life-changing for many people right now. It is something significantly more than that. A one-time lump sum check of a stimulus check, $2,000, or maybe ongoing payments of $250, $300, maybe $350 a month would be way more substantial and helpful during this time versus trying to pick up an extra couple pennies here and there on a couple gallons of gas, a couple dollars here and there from a potential bonus raise, all these different things. Cutting coupons, again, it's all nice, but it's not going to be the difference between struggling and not struggling anymore, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I want to lay these numbers out for you because this is based on the information that I delivered to you in that video just the other day. I had a few people asking, what would this actually translate into? Well, as I mentioned, it's not really going to be much, but again, during this time right now, we've got to be grateful for everything, and don't get me wrong, we got to be grateful for even every last dollar and penny right now, but again, this is what the numbers would actually translate into. Now, is this going to happen? We have no clue. It could be another one of these proposals that we've seen out there floating around where it's a great idea at the time, and it sounds promising, and oh great, this is going to be nice, and then sure enough, after a month or 2 months or 3 or whatever, it just kind of dissipates, and that's the last we ever hear of it. I don't really know. Again, only time will tell, just like the other 50 or 100 different proposals. Again, I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but my point is there are so many different things floating around out there right now as far as what they could potentially do to help out the low income and the fixed income with all this inflation. Again, we continue to say so many times, just cut us a check. Seriously, stop horsing around, as so many people would say, and just cut us a check. That's all you got to do. Cut us a check, a big one time, or cut us a couple little checks ongoing for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, a year, something like this, and that will solve the problems. That is what people need right now. But again, We can focus on that in a separate video. And again, we've talked about that in previous videos. But anyway, wanted to lay this out for you, let you know what these numbers would actually translate into. This is what I'm coming up with according to my calculations. But again, I'll watch this very closely. As we do get more details, if we get any more details, I'll bring those to you right here in these videos. So make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so quite yet, so I can keep you updated each and every day. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media. There's a share button right down below next to the subscribe button. And also go back and check out any of the other 2,200 plus videos right here on the channel. Enjoy your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you again later in the next video.